Hey, it's Shelley Winter for D. Geller and Son. The spring bridal event is coming March 20th through the 22nd, and they're bringing you the biggest diamond engagement and wedding event of the year. Now remember, it's only one weekend only, March 20th through the 22nd in the Kennesaw and Sandy Springs location. Now, what I suggest you do, go to dgeller.com, make an appointment because you can get incredible savings. You can save up to $3,000 off of your purchase, or 36 months, 0% APR financing, and more savings to come if you make an appointment at dgeller.com, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only place you'll have this many choices and get this much value with savings that nobody else can offer. The D. Geller Spring Bridal event is coming March 20th through the 22nd. Top jewelry designers in the world will be there. So please, they have exclusive savings, extensive designer lines, and incredible event-only diamond selection. Go to dgeller.com. The D. Geller and Son Spring Bridal event, March 20th and 22nd in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. Shelley Winter Show. Live, local, topical, and relevant. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to, full disclosure, I don't think I have to do this, but this is how I'm learning this information. I am helping a friend of mine. I've known Gwen Ellison. She's the mayor of Forest Park. I've known her pretty much over 20 years. She's the newly elected mayor in Forest Park. And myself and a couple friends of mine, we're helping her transition. We're on the transition team. Completely volunteering, nothing, nobody's getting paid for this or anything. We're just helping our friend. And when you're doing this it's a small city, Forest Park, right? It's not a big, giant Atlanta or Marietta, place like that. It's a small city. And going through this process, I'm learning a lot of how these small cities operate. And one of the things that I've learned is that in these small cities, the mayors, we go to the polls and we vote for a mayor. And you say, okay, the mayor's running things because a bunch of people put their signs out, and they knocked on my door. They sent me flyers and all this stuff, and you vote. And you think the mayor can do a bunch of stuff. But in many of these small cities, it's a city manager, right, that has a lot of the power. But these city managers abuse that power. College Park Mayor Bianca Brown, she's going through the same thing. Where these city managers are interims. They're not even fully like the full city manager. They're interim city manager. And they are doing things against the charter of these small cities. And it's incredible to watch because everything falls to the mayor. So the great Taisha Fernandez did a story, the interim city manager in Forest Park. What she did was she basically suspended with pay or put on administrative leave the police chief. Good dude, Brandon Chris. You might have seen the story, but Taisha Fernandez reported on it last night. And a great report. And so the interim, and I say strongly interim, she's not even a permanent interim city manager, put this guy on administrative leave. She didn't contact the city manager. She didn't contact the city attorney. She didn't contact the mayor. And she only told one city council member. That's against protocol. It's against the charter. It's just bad business to do something like that. And it's what she did. And it's happening all around these small towns and small cities. You have these city managers that are they're unelected. They're not elected. The people did not vote for these people. And they're doing everything and hurting these cities' growth. College Park is suffering the same thing. College Park is like Forest Park. They're small cities, bedroom communities that have a lot of potential. And they can grow very fast. Smart growth. Not just data centers, but smart growth. And these city managers, interim city managers, are stopping that. And then you have one or two city council members who are in cahoots with the city manager. The city manager's in cahoots with the HR director. And they're all in cahoots together. And they're doing these big, grandiose plans. And you're wondering, wait, where does this small little city get this kind of money? And then you just see stuff going on. And I'm not saying anything's corrupt. I'm just saying that it's a strange working relationship that they have where you went out and voted for the mayor. It's crazy. It really is. I want to say, in the mayor's defense, she had nothing to do with what happened to Chief Chris. Everyone wants him back that lives in Forest Park. I talk to these people all the time. The business owners, they're mad. They want him back. And the mayor, the city attorney, and the city council, well, except for one, had nothing to do with this young man being let go. And it's a sad story because the community loves the guy. He's a good police chief. They got a lot of things happening. The police are doing an excellent job. They work with the kids while also understanding that there's crime and it has to be fought and has to come down and people have to be arrested. But they also work in a community. They protect the senior citizens. This police force, led by Chief Brandon Chris, is doing a wonderful job in Forest Park. The new mayor, Gwen Ellison, is doing a wonderful job in College Park. Most of the city council doing a wonderful job. But then you have a rogue interim city manager just going off, doing what they want to do, putting a city in liability issues. It's just unreal. And it's happening. It's not just Forest Park. Like I said, College Park's faced with the same thing. A lot of these small cities are going through the same thing. And it's a historical thing, a pattern that's going on. Because these managers they sign off. They sign off on these contracts. And these contracts go to people, and the elected officials approve them, but they have no idea. And it's got to be a better way to run a city government. There's got to be a better way to run a city government. But I know one way. I don't have an answer for the fix, but I will say this. Just arbitrarily putting people, particularly a police chief, a beloved police chief, on administrative leave for frivolous, silly things is not the way to go. And something must change. And I urge the city council, the city attorney, and the mayor in Forest Park to get a handle on this thing. And let me say it very loudly. Bring Police Chief Brandon Chris back to work. We'll be right back. It's the Shelley Winter Show.